So what are we playing today? We are playing some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, which is the NES port of the Ninja Turtles arcade game, which was pretty huge. I think it's one of my first direct arcade ports, although, I mean, there were other games like that were on consoles, like Double Dragon, and your Pac-Mans, your Donkey Kongs, but this was like the first game I think people in my group were like sought after. They're really excited for, and it was more of a better conversion from arcade to console. Although I mean, the arcade game does look much better, and it is more polished, but this was still pretty good. Yeah, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna play this. Full disclosure, I am playing on an emulator just because there's a certain code I need to put in. I want to put in to play this game, and failing it requires me to reset the game, and doing that on my Retron would be a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, you have to do an improvised Konami code. Well, you don't have to, but you can. Actually, this is one of the first gaming codes I learned. I got it from like a Game Pro. I gotta click on you though. Yeah, there's like an improvised Konami code, which will give you 9 lives and be able to level select. Which is handy because this game will beat you down eventually, and it's very hard to finish this game naturally. It's very hard to finish this game with additional lives, so it's nice to be able to play the little extra levels, the later levels if you like. You do get don't get as good an ending, but that's okay. It has been a while since I played this game, like a while. 30 years or so we'll see how this goes. All right, I was mistaking my code, even though I remembered it last night, because it's B-A up down, B-A left right, B-A start. There we go. That's the code. B-A up down, B-A left right, B-A start, or select start if you're playing with friends. So we're gonna start out. We're just gonna play through. We'll show out the game. And in the arcade game, all the turtles play differently to their weapons and all that. Also, each turtle had a position at the arcade cabinet. Raphael had the worst position. He was on the edge, the right edge of the screen. He also had short weapons too, so he had a hard time. But in the NES version, all the turtles are the same. Their reach is the same. You play your preference. This is a game. You hit, you jump. You got weapons. You look at the screen. Oh. You can hit projectiles. Yeah, it's your typical beat 'em up. Like I said, it's been a while, so gotta remember how to do things. If you hit both buttons at the same time, sometimes you do that. I forget how to do that all the time though. There we go. But that does a little extra damage. I forget if it takes away your life though. It's probably something I should know. We're fighting robots right now. Foot Clan robots. They like to hug. There is a secret to fight doing really well in this game, and it has to do with getting sort of a jumping pattern, like back and forth. If you do it at the right time, the enemies can't hit you. I think if you do it like really quick, or you go down and force them to attack. Oh no, these guys got knives. Rude. Fortunately, they don't take a lot of hits. Also, we got some Pizza Hut advertising. Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. And yeah, these giant ball things do not hurt our enemies. I think they probably did in the arcade game. You guys gonna come down? No. Okay. So we're in April's apartment complex, which is on fire. Yeah, April is a reporter who reports on the turtles. She's their friend and advocate. She helps them out. We're not doing so well. We already lost a life. Not paying attention. But yeah, I figured we play this game. I enjoyed this as a kid, and the new Ninja Turtles game just came out in the classic beat 'em up style. Yeah, we do. If we have time, we might play another one. Maybe the Super Nintendo one, or the like Turtles in Time, or the fighting game. Or we could play the Game Boy game too. I think I played that before. The Game Boy game I can do decent at because it's very easy. What are you guys doing? So yeah, there's not a lot of technique in this game. Oh, you just hit, but you can't block or anything. No, stop punching me. What did I just say? Rude. Rude clan, more like it. I got feet. Yeah. How'd that feel? I remember playing this game before I played the first Ninja Turtles game on the Nintendo. And I thought that the other game would be like this, and it's not. It's a very different game. It's more of a console game. Oh no, these guys got swords. They do little jumps. They're pretty cool. At least I think they are. Elevators, I'm sure nothing will happen. Don't use an elevator during a fire. Just don't. They generally don't work. I think they're usually programmed to go to the basement and open up. Because you don't want to be trapped in an elevator. No! Wow. We're having a rough time. Oh, these guys. These guys are cool. They're little robots. They got lassos. Got lasers. Oh, rude. So, oh yeah, I was getting into it. I was jumping away, jumping back, and getting them into a loop. It's a little difficult because enemies don't stun too often or too much, but they can. Well, so I believe the fire down there will hurt you if you go too far down. Oh no! Ow! Need to leave. Stop that. There we go. We did it. And there was a blood-curdling scream. It's April. We've already saved her. Yay. That was quick. Hey, April. How's it going? Her apartment's on fire. There's April's fridge. There's some gun guys. They shoot the ground because their gun is very heavy, I assume. Oh no, we got our first boss. Coming out from the underground. From the seasons that the enemies were stuck underground. As opposed to being stuck in Dimension X, which happens sometimes. Oh, thought I could dodge you. But some of these bosses end up just being a brawl at some point. I mean, he's glowy at his old-timey beat-em up sign for low health. I don't have that. I just die. Oh, he's very low health now. Ooh. Oh, and he's dead. We murdered a rhinoceros. That's pretty not good. Not cool. Shredder, where are you going? Come on after that Shredder creep. Okay. Now we're on the road. We're on the road. We're in downtown. Rude. Yeah, we're just fighting Foot Clan on the streets. We don't care about secret identities. It's just normal. Giant turtles fighting robot ninjas. Happens every day in New York. Nice. I assume. I've only been to New York once. I didn't really see them, but I assume they were there. It's a big city. Oh no! Shredder is laughing at us. Look what we can do. We can use the environment. Yes, you can use the environment to help you out sometimes. Oh, come on, guys. Let's get this going. Like I said, fortunately they only take like 2 hits, so it doesn't get drawn out. I find some beat 'em up games, the health bars are just too much. Not that it's difficult, it just takes too long. Uh-oh. Aha. No. I need to get that down pat. Doing that is very handy, and it's not really necessarily both buttons at the same time. I think one goes first, just like very quickly though. Oh no! Dynamite. It's dangerous. Don't throw dynamite at people. I don't know if they can hurt each other with dynamite. I don't imagine so. No. No. Not one of those games. I think in future games it becomes a thing. When you get more technologically advanced Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, there's a pizza. There's not a lot of that in this game. You think there would be more health extensions. Probably in the actual arcade game, I would think. Maybe. I mean, if they want you to use up all your quarters or not. Actually, that's probably why there isn't a lot of pizza. You gotta spend your quarters, kids. Spend your quarters. Doesn't. If it means you don't have clean laundry, hey, hey, lady. I forget. Do you hit her? I wouldn't imagine. That seems like a mean thing to do. But maybe she gives more pizza or free life. I don't know. It's been 30 years. I hit you a lot. Oh, these guys got boomerangs. Boomerang versus sword. It's the old rivalry. Stop hugging me. Boomerang is no match for me. Pizza Hut. Nothing but. Oh no. Destroyed the advertisements. Pizza Hut, please sponsor me still. I will eat your pizzas. There are actually 2 Pizza Huts where I am. They've not become more of a pick up and go place as opposed to a sit down eatery, which is disappointing because that was one of the benefits of Pizza Hut. Their pizzas are a little pricey, I'm gonna say, but if you went there in the restaurant, you get like pictures of cola or pictures of, you know, soft drink, which was pretty cool. And they would have lunch buffets and dessert pizzas, all good stuff. Oh no! What happened to this limo? Shenanigans. Oh. You look suspicious. Manhole cover. Oh. Leave me alone. I don't know you. Ow. Oh, you're dead. Oh no, it's Bebop. Oh, he punches hard. He punches hard. He's got a little zappy circle gun. Ow. My face. You hit my face. He's a little tougher than Rocksteady. In the Game Boy game, he's also the second boss. And he has the same gun. And he's only mildly tougher than Rocksteady in that game. Ow. See, they know how to deal with that. So you have to get the jump kick off like really quick. Something like that. Or you have to time it differently than I am. And then we're just gonna go for it. No, stop that. Come on, kill him. No! I wanted to get him down before I died. He was so quick. Now he's gonna go down. He's gonna go down. He's dead. We're having pork chops for dinner. Bye-bye. I don't know why we went back into the sewers, but we could have gone to the sewers at any other point. But now we're in the sewers, because it's video games in the 80s and the 90s. You gotta have a sewer level for variety. And you gotta hydrate. It's very important. Alright, let's go. Aha. Knives are no match for my sword. My sword is like a very long knife. Uh-oh. These guys got hammers. It's hammer time, everybody. You knife guys? Ow, you're punching guys. Don't bring a fist to a sword fight. Lesson to learn. Oh, we got Mousers. We got Mousers. If I can do this, that will just automatically murder them. No, they bite my arms. They're really cute though. Look at them. Mouser. Okay. Mousers. Saving the day. Fighting for evil. So yeah, the Mousers existed in like one episode of the cartoon. I don't know about the comic, but they were literally a mousetrap. And they got sent against the Ninja Turtles for some reason, thinking that they'd be effective. I don't know. They only appeared that one, like as a one episode. But I guess if you have a character in one episode, you can make toys out of them. And there was no shortage of Ninja Turtle toys. So yeah, I guess you had a new character every week. So it's good to reuse them too. Callbacks. Improve your Mousers. Oh no, we got water ninjas with swords. No! Stop hitting me. It's rude. You can't beat me. I have the power of feet. You don't have the power of feet. Well, you do have the power of swords in the air. I don't really have that. It's funny, I can't just do a jump attack. I have to launch myself forward. And we do actually have a second move, like that hit up. I don't know. That could just be animation. Haha! Welcome to the world, Mouser. Mouser, Mouser. Squeak, squeak, squeak. We're dead. Oh no, there's a trap. Now you think I can go in the water, but you can't because there's missiles shooting at you as that happens. That's why you should never go into the sewer, kids. The missile traps are everywhere. More Mousers? Nope. We got sword guys. Oh. Bam. Mousers. Okay. Doing the double attack does not take away my life. I was worried about that. I'm thinking, I might be thinking of bad dudes. And bad dudes, if you use like one of the super moves, I think it takes away your life. Or one, it's a fighting game thing, a beat 'em up thing. Or if you use like a super move, it removes some of your life for some reason. Because it hurts to do the move. Knives, knives, no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ow! I hit you with my foot, but my foot hit your knife. It was not good. Also, I need to pause for a second. I got an epic window popped up, open over my screen. I can't see stuff. Can't see stuff. Oh, we're about got the boss. We got Baxter Stockman in his human form. Yes. Baxter started off as a scientist for a vermin extermination company. He made the Mousers. His boss did not appreciate his work, so he turned to evil. They were like, we don't want robotic things. That'll put us... Oh yeah, it was like that. It'll put us out of a job if you make too good of a mousetrap. And so they didn't like him. And then he got a job with Shredder. And then he got turned into a fly guy. And then he got trapped in time for a little bit. And then I don't know what happened. I think he got unstuck in time. I don't know what happened after that. I forget the cartoons. And this is going off the late 80s, early 90s TMNT cartoon. I know there are other ones. And live action TV shows and movies. And then new movies. And there's an animated movie too. Actually, there's an animated movie based on this cartoon as well. I remember there's like a tiny gold technodrome in it. I don't remember beyond that. There may have been aliens involved. Yeah, something to think about. No, stop biting me. What the heck? So yeah, Baxter's not that tough. He's just dropping off Mousers, and the Mousers just generally just chomp around. They chomp up and get down. Chomp, chomp. Mousers, they like to chomp, chomp. Oh, so my cursor's on the screen. Tonight, I dine on turtle soup. Ha 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 ha. And we see Fly Baxter Stockman. Spoilers. Spoilers, I apologize. Oh, and we are in the snow level. The NES port of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, I mean, despite its limitations, and that introduced 2 unique levels that weren't in the arcade game. This is one of them. They introduced new bad guys, new bosses that aren't in anything else. They're just made up, and you can kind of tell. But this is the first one. This is generally where I get to where I lose the game as a kid, at least. If I didn't use the cheat code. I think this is where we're going to die too, anyway. But we'll probably have to continue at some point. Because yeah, this is generally, this game is eventually you're gonna lose, because there aren't a lot of health ups. There aren't free lives around, because it is a arcade game port, so it wants you to spend your quarters. Oh no, Zamboni thing, but it's not a Zamboni thing. That's kind of crazy. These look like bad things. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's nothing but snowmen. Evil snowmen with missiles. Stop that. Oh, but the snowmen aren't actually snowmen. They're actually robots. Stop that. Stop hitting me with your missiles. Typical snowman activities. There. You're stuck on the edge. How's that feel? How's that feel? Can't go for a walk in the park without snowmen attacking you. I believe these are snowball ninjas. They're just overhand throwing snowballs at you, which is kind of weird. I guess they're getting them out of their back. I don't know. Also, these things, I believe they're either landmines or manhole covers. Either way, you don't want to step on them. These things. Oh, no. No. Not today. You're just normal Foot Clan, aren't you? Ow. Rude. Rude. Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're just holes. They're holes and nowhere in the middle of the park. Covered in snow. Typical park stuff. Something you bring up to city council, to urban planning, or someone. Oh. Okay. Let's go. More snowman? Or more a Zamboni? Oh no, it's a Zamboni. Oh, ow. That was rude. It's not really a Zamboni. It's not a Zamboni. Your snowballs are no match for my swords. Don't bring snowballs to a sword fight. That probably will not go well. Unless you put swords in your snowballs. And these poor ninjas. They got the bad draw in that weapons. Oh. Don't bring missiles to a sword fight. Not gonna go well. Haha! They're stuck on the edge. Ow. Ow. Stop that. Suddenly I'm having issues. There we go. There we go. Cheap it up. Cheap it up. That's right. We're gonna have to play this game level again anyway. We are going to run out of lives. No. Ow. It's weird. Like sometimes I just like mash them all up, and then sometimes I get a hit in. I don't know. I don't know. That looks fun. Stab, stab. Oh, I think this is the thing that's making the snow happen. So this is the NES created villain. He's a polar bear. He does polar bear stuff. He's like a biker polar bear. He throws crap at me. Ow. Hitbox is weird in this game. Oh, so yeah, you can hit the ice block thing. Okay, this is the... I had it for a second. This is what you want to do. Except you want to hit them. Ow. Stop that. So yeah, if you go down far enough, they won't uppercut you. But I mean, ideally that's the pattern you want to get to. And it works on most of the bosses. There's a particularly, one of the last bosses is some rock soldiers. And yeah, you need to do this like to beat them. Because they're very tough. No. I don't remember if there's a 0 life or not, so we're gonna try to win this right now. Oh my gosh. We did it. We did it. We beat the polar bear. And we smashed his orb of frosting. We did it. We brought spring. Happy spring, everybody. Spring is here. Oh no. So yeah, in the arcade game, you would go from the sewers to here. That. We went from the Central Park to here. And why are we here? I don't know. I don't know why we're in a parking lot. Can I hit this? Yes, I can. Aha. Traffic pylons. Are these will blow up? I think they would hurt the enemies if the enemies stood still. We got some typical Mutant Ninja Turtle music. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle music. Burr, burr, burr. Yeah, I think that's the thing. You wind up your kick. Oh no, the sign. No one goes 20 in my parking lot. No one. Eh. 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 There we go. Hit you. Uh-oh. This doesn't look suspicious at all. And it's not, apparently. Never mind. I'm just being overly suspicious of things. Aha! Stab you. I stab you in the face. Which is a bad place to be stabbed. No, stop hitting me. Stop hitting me. Stop it. Your weapons are no match for my weapons. F-16. Uh-oh. We all died. I'll have to... I wonder if I can get the arcade game on something. I've tried to download... Oh... There's an emulator for arcade games, but I've never been able to get it to work. But I'm sure there's a release of the arcade game on something. Like the Simpsons arcade game. That doesn't look suspicious at all. No! Got run over slightly. Oh. Oh no, we're dead. We have life 0. Okay. You gonna go? Oh, no, we don't have time for you, car. We can't go up there. Thought we could. That makes too much sense. Stop shooting me. Okay. Yeah. No. No. Come on. I know you want to. No? Okay. Aha. Speed limits. There are no limits when you play Ninja Turtles. Or not 20. Which I imagine is pretty fast if it's in miles per hour. In a parking lot. You look suspicious. Yep. I could not avoid that. I tried. In the end, it didn't even matter. Alright, nope. More shooties. More shooty guys. Stop that. Stop hitting me with your gun. Alright. No? They move so weirdly too, because there's no animation. They just kind of flop down there. It's like I animated it. Well, yeah. Like that. One of those parking lot explosive barrels. They're everywhere. Some people say they're a menace, but, you know, they come in handy when robots are attacking you. You know, people also said Spider-Man was a menace. What do people know? Stop that. You gonna open? Both of you? Oh, no, just you. One day, I will hit somebody. Come on. Oh. We're gonna lose the normal foot soldiers. Okay. Phew. This doesn't look suspicious. Pizza! Thank you. It's Baxter Stockman. He's a fly with lasers now. You don't question it. And there's April. She's fine. He's got fly swatter too, because you know he's going with he's accepting himself. He's got the word fly in the name, so he figures he should wield one. Okay, we got it. Oh no, we don't got it. Okay, he's getting close. He's fly swattering. Damn it. Damn it. Hey, April. You want to just take this elevator and leave? I think it's an elevator. Could be a closet. I haven't hit you for a while. Uh-oh. I think we're going to lose here. Gonna get our first game over, which is unfortunate. It happens. Oh, no, never mind. Aha! You killed the fly man. Hey, April, how's it going? The turtle van, it's huge. Let's go. Meow. I guess that's why we were in the parking lot. I owe you one kiss. Scene 4. Let's get to that secret factory. Okay. We're going to the secret factory, everybody. Make sure you got your buddy with you. Secret factory. So I just noticed you jump through the sign, like the top of the screen. That seems weird. Hello, Foot Clan, stop that. Why'd you get over, van? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They got multi-spears. Haha. Don't bring spears to a sword fight. Although, they can throw them. I can't throw multiple swords for some reason. What's going on here? Oh no! A fancy car. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I think these guys, when they hit the ground, they cause some shaking. Aha. Oh. Oh, no. Haha. Hee. There we go. Woohoo. A lot of them. A lot of you guys. Aha. There you go. Done and done. Oh, these guys again. These guys are also only in one episode. They were like little robot guards for the Technodrome, I believe. They were tougher than normal. I think they have Robbie in their name. Like Killer Robbies, something like that. But in the Game Boy Ninja Turtles game, they are like one of the more interesting enemies, because everything in that game generally takes one hit, except for these guys. These guys take 3 hits or 2 jump kick hits, which jump kicks are stronger than normal. No! Stop it. Using electricity against me. My only weakness. Yeah. How do you feel about that? The edge is their only weakness. And being hit a lot. Yeah. Bam, bam, bam. Oh. You guys just hanging out there? With your dynamite? You could have helped out your robot friend. I guess maybe they don't like those robot friends. They're different robots. Robot racism. It's a thing. They don't like the uni-wheels. They like Foot Clan robots. They like the legs. Although they don't really seem to mix up weapons too. Very, very regimented regiment. The foot soldiers. No! I will hit you with my Foot Clan. Alright. I forget. I don't know who the boss is of this. Is it Bebop and Rocksteady? I don't know if that was a thing. I think that was a thing in the arcade game, but I don't know if the Nintendo could handle that. These guys got bombs. They're just carrying giant bombs. They're like, I don't need no sissy dynamite. Take this bomb. You only got one. You only got one. So can I hit you? No. Bicycles. Motorcycles, sorry. I don't know, I think, yeah. I was gonna say, they just keep on coming until you leave the area. No! Oh no! This is it. This is it. We're dead. Game over. Everyone loses. But we got some continues. Let's get to that secret factory. Oh, we didn't even get to switch turtles. That's disappointing. Should let you switch turtles. Not telling you how to run your game, but let people switch turtles. Leonardo's alright. He's no Raphael though. Come on, let's go. Hit you with my hitting weapon. The hitter. Oh, good. We're good. No! I got hit by a car that time. Let's stay up. These guys. I remember you. You're the slammies. That's what I call you, the Slammies. Slammy clan. Got big hammers. They cannot lie. I already made that joke, didn't I? I think I did a different one. I did Hammer Time song. And that was the Big Butt song. Sorry. Mixing up my songs. You guys. Aha. Your only weakness. The edge of the screen. Aha. Your only weakness is not having friends alive. Your only weakness is blunt force to the face. And tough talks. You got this. You got this. No. Ha. Are we good? Hey, we got 10 rests. Did we get... Oh, our points continue to go up. I thought when we continued, we'd lose all our points. Guess we got an extra life. Somehow. I don't know when the... Point... I guess it had 400 points? That seems odd. I guess that's the place where you get extra lives. 4 stages in. Stop that. Stop that. Stop hitting me. Yeah. What? It's hard to aim your kick. It's just a thing. You kind of have to go back and then forward, back, forward. It's a thing. As I just said. There should be a car. Yep. It's a fancy car though. And these guys are the bomb. Bam, bam, bam. I hit you with my foot and it felt really good. So I did it again and it felt good that time as well. And yep. And so on and so on. I know, motorcycles. Just gonna go. Aha. Are we good? We're good. These guys again. Ow. Oh my gosh. It's just when the regular enemies get you, that's annoying. Like that. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Come on, hit him, hit him, hit him. There we go. Phew. Oh no. Cameraman. Good thing this isn't Smash Brothers. We would be in trouble. It's funny there's no fighter in Smash that uses like a hammer that I can think of. Like just normally as their everyday weapon. Maybe that'd be confusing. No. Aha. We got him. So I forget who's here. Oh, well, there's Foot Clan. And I got hurt. I really hate the normal Foot Clan people. All the people. They give me the most trouble. Will you stop that? Maybe it's the kick? I don't know. They've got good defense and offense. More? Oh no, you were just done. There's no boss at all. I think this would have been a Bebop and Rocksteady thing, but they didn't have the ability. We're gonna fight this helicopter. And we're on a rocket-powered skateboard, as it happens. Ow. So this is just like a normal stage, except you're on a skateboard. When I was like in grade 2 or so, we had a time capsule for our school because it was like the 100th year, and we had to draw what we thought the world would look like in 100 years. And I had a rocket-powered skateboard in my drawing. Another kid had like a hoverboard, so I felt outdone. They had more of a grasp of what could come. Although they may have seen Back to the Future 2, which I hadn't seen, so we'll give that. And you know what? I think there's more likely to have rocket-powered skateboards right now. Although, I guess with drones and that, you could have, like, hoverboards. It just seem, like, dangerous. Who knows? Look at me. Look at Leonardo watching us, judging us. Hey, Turtle Man, what's going on? We're just done? Oh. Oh, I guess no one was driving. Come on, let's bust this joint. Oh no, Splinter. He got captured by the Mousers. He's got, ow. Stop that. Stop that. No, you got this. So what time is it? 11:30. Okay. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Get them. Get them. Get them, Mousers. No match for me, tiny robot. There we go. Aha! Oh, that still hit me. Ooh, it's so stabby. There we go. Oh, lasers. Okay. We got laser traps. I think lasers can hurt them because, you know, video games. Being mean. Alright, we did it! And there's more, there's just so many of them. Would be handy if I had a partner. I forget if this is a game where you get more enemies if you have more players. I'm thinking just with NES limitations, maybe not. But you share lives. But in the arcade game, you could have 4 players at once. That was pretty cool. I imagine they have a lot more enemies. Wrongy, welcome. How's it going? You bopping to some Ninja Turtle music? We got some spear guys. Long before Britney Spears, we had foot soldier spears. They're always, baby, hurt you one more time, they said. And they did it. Let's go up the stairs. No. What are you? They're little dogs. Little robot dogs. They're like Canine, but with legs. Canine from Doctor Who, of course. Yeah, they're kicking my butt. Let's go up here. No, that won't help me. Ow. We have to use our technique of getting to the edge of the screen and hitting them a lot. Or dying. That works too. Oh, that worked. Shit, I don't think they have a lot of hit points. I mean, not that these things have hit points. I'm doing okay. Doing alright. Yeah, I decided to get back to some classic console gaming. And since the new Ninja Turtle game came out, I figured it makes sense. Aha! Ooh, we killed that Foot Clan member. I remember playing this game. This was like, I was saying, this is the first video game I remember having hype about. Like from, because it was in the arcade game. It was in the arcade. It was very popular. So the NES conversion was very hyped. I would say Double Dragon might, but honestly, I never played the Double Dragon NES port. I always played the arcade game or the PC game. But I remember this game being really popular at school. Everyone wanted it. And we you know, because you didn't get to go to the arcade all the time, so you didn't really notice how lacking it was compared to the arcade. You just accepted that you got this game, and it plays very well. I'm trying to think of other beat 'em ups that were on the NES at the time. There weren't a lot. Like I said, there's Double Dragons. Final fights don't come till much later. Oh, we're disappearing a little bit. What are you? You're just like a bunch of robots. Okay. But yeah, the secret of this game is to master your jump kicking. It's just a thing. I know in this game you have to get the kicks right. Then since I haven't played this game in 30 years, I don't quite have it. But if you can get like a rhythm like this, you can basically defeat all the bosses. I mean, the real lacking thing is that the turtles don't matter in this game, like the different turtles. But that also stops, like, you know, infighting about who gets to be Donatello, because Donatello has the most reach. And gives Raphael some love, because Raphael always has terrible reach. Also, I am using the cheat code because I can't do this game in 3 lives. And we're playing on emulator because entering the cheat code is very difficult to do on my Retron, because it requires a lot of resetting every time I messed it up. These guys are a pain. The Plain Foot Clan members. Oh, I did like the NES has the 2 additional levels. That was pretty cool. And like characters created for the game, because I don't think the polar bear exists anywhere else. I think he's an OG, and he looks like an OG because he's not quite right. Like he doesn't quite look like a Ninja Turtles character. Aw, I'm glad for you to be here. Yeah, no worries. Work happens. Work happens a lot. Pizza Hut. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Can I hit you? Yeah, I can. Aha. Oh, it just got stuck. Pizza. I probably shouldn't have taken that. I probably should have held it up. Oh, it's a rock soldier. We are getting pretty far. So, this guy's not so bad. Oh, ow, he burnt my head. One of my favorite characters in the original cartoon was not this rock soldier, but the General Rock. I always rooted for him, because he was less pathetic than most of the villains, but he only appears in like a handful of episodes, like 2, I think. This is his like sidekick. He's just like a general rock guy. But for anyone who doesn't know, in Dimension X, Krang, which is the brain guy, he has an army of rock soldiers, and they're super tough, and they don't put up with no guff. But they're in Dimension X, so they aren't really around a lot because they would be too strong because they're big old rocks. But yeah, this is what Krang has instead of foot soldiers. Yeah, I remember Rocksteady's glasses, or Bebop's glasses. Oh, you just smacked me. Hey, Splinter, you could help me out. Maybe we should cut down Splinter. So yeah, doing the diagonal jumps is the way to deal with these rock guys, because they take some damage. I like his shoes. Look, he's got like these white shoes. I mean, you can just go all out and like just start smashing him. He blew up. Wow, he's dead. He's dead for real. Hey, Master Splinter. Some master. Thank you, my turtles. That's a perfect Master Splinter impersonation. I will be signing autographs in Artist Alley, just outside Artist Alley. Oh, this is the other. I'm gonna hydrate for a second. I believe this is the other NES only area. So they create like a little Japanese thing. Thank you, thank you. Yes. Next TMNT movie, it'll be me. I'll be voicing Splinter. Aha. Can I hit these? I can't. Oh, hello. These are like, they remind me of something from somewhere else. Oh, Bad Dudes. Bad Dudes has these like little ninja things with like Wolverine claws. They kind of make me think of those. I don't know why. They're like little gorilla robots. Don't kill gorilla robots, people. They're in danger because of this game. Aha! Your only weakness is being stuck on the edge, no? Your only weakness is blunt force. Yeah, we did it. We did it. We did it. Burp, burp, burp. Hello. I don't really know what the purpose of the turtles now are. Like, we saved April. We saved Splinter. I mean, we're just going after Shredder just because we don't like him. Oh, no. I can't remember what the villain of this level is because it's an OG character. I'm thinking it's Samurai because this whole Japanese thing going on. Sort of Japanese. It's like high tech. I guess it's a good fusion of high tech Japanese and traditional Japanese. Maybe. Ha! Sliding doors. Not suspicious at all. Oh, oh, oh! We fell in a hole. Ooh, that makes sense. Pepsi. I mean, Pizza Hut is here, and Pizza Hut and Pepsi are friends. If you drink Pepsi, you'll save the world from Shredder. So. Alright, we did it. That looks suspicious. What happens if I hit this? Oh, well, I guess I could have used that. I just set fire to this whole building. It's okay. Oh, I got stuck on the little thing. You can't jump over to such an immense little tiny thing. Oh, Pizza Hut never came to your country? That's sad. I mean, it's alright. It's just pizza. I mean, Pizza Hut's draw was that its restaurant itself. They had like buffets for lunch, and for a little while they had dessert pizzas, which would be like peanut butter and jelly pizzas. Not so much anymore. They're a little pricey, and they rely a little too much on spray butter. Spray butter is very delicious, but it will destroy your guts. Oh, we got traps now. Is it go up here? Oh no. How do I do this? How do I do this? What the hell? What am I supposed to do? Just keep jumping, I guess. That didn't make sense at all. There were like no indicators. Oh, I think I remember the boss. We have these tigers, but I think the boss is like a tiger person. Not these tigers. These are just pictures of tigers. Oh my gosh. They're kicking my butt. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Oh my gosh. You're gonna... So mean. I wish I had shurikens or something. That'd be useful. This is truly the Dark Souls of video games. I can't hit you. Okay. Aha! Ow. I bounce off their tail. Okay, he kind of jumps to the middle, and then he does another jump. And I get hit by it again and again. He's so tough. I'm gonna lose a life to this fake tiger. Oh my gosh. He's too tough. You can tell that, like, when something is an NES thing and when's an arcade thing. And this is definitely like an NES thing. I have to fight another one. Oh my gosh. That's true. NES hard is hard. But especially if they're arcade ports, because arcade games were all about getting as many quarters out of you as possible. Or, you know, as much money. Like, the Master System had horrendously tough games because they have truer ports to the arcade than the NES. And truer that, you know, they want you to lose your lives in like a minute or two. But they aren't considerate enough to give you continues and things. Like, generally in Master System games, there are no continues. So they're like so hard. And there's no Game Genie for the Master System. Not that this... I mean, this isn't hard, it's just annoying because this stupid cat has so many hit points. There's so much life. And he's being a jerk. Look at him. I should just walk away. I just can't hit him twice. Okay, okay. We're just gonna do this. Nope. Aha! Aha! I found your weakness. It's walking forward and hitting. Oh my gosh. Oh, now we have scorpions. Of course. They look, yeah, I was gonna say, they look like they're gonna shoot lasers at you. Aha. Oh. I got the weakness. Aha, that's a robot's weakness is the edge of the screen. We've proven that time and time again. I'm just bleeding through lives though. Come here. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's hard to say. Like, invincibility frames are kind of weird in this game. Like, when you stun something, they don't always stun. But you can also be hit multiple times in a row. So sometimes you have invincibility and sometimes you don't. Like, this was one of the first fighting beat-em up games that was in the style. Like, they don't have quite the rules yet. Like I said, this came out before Final Fight. It came out before the X-Men arcade game and the Simpsons arcade game. They establish things better as things go on. Like I said, like I don't really have any special moves, except for that I can sometimes pull off. But I mean, the Turtles in Time game, they greatly improved. Like you can run, you have special techniques. We'll play that one day too. The Super Nintendo one, at least. I wasn't sure how long this would go, but it's gone long enough that it can be its own stream. Pizza. Actually, we're gonna hold off. We're gonna use some strategy. No, I was gonna do strategy on a Saturday, sir. I was gonna save that pizza instead of scarfing it up my butt somehow. I ate a pizza with my butt on Twitch. That's got to be against terms of services. I'd like to play the new Ninja Turtle game that just came out, but it's a little pricey for what it is really right now. I'm gonna wait on it. Oh, it is a samurai. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be a tiger guy. Probably because I fought a tiger. So he's generic robot samurai. He's got some crazy head thing going on that I cannot hit. I can't do anything about his head. I can't hit it. I can barely dodge it. So this is gonna be just a slugfest because there we go. Oh, I was gonna say it finally landed, but no, we're just gonna slugfest him. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Although maybe that wasn't the best move. There we go. He's dead. Sometimes you just gotta hit it out. Oh, look. It says butt. Robot. Technodrome. There it is. Jump. Whoa. That was a good jump. We gotta find the Technodrome. We found it. We found it. We're literally inside it. Don't worry. Yeah. And we're fighting boomerang people. We're fighting the boomerang people inside this place. Boomerangs were really popular for reasons. I guess it was Crocodile Dundee made boomerangs popular. But I mean, they're not very practical. And as a kid, throwing a boomerang, they never came back. And they just broke stuff. I remember the cool kids, there were these 3-pronged boomerangs. That was popular. Oh, we got some lasers. Laser flavor. Some out of lives. Ooh, another beat 'em up that was really good was the Punisher. The Punisher had a good beat 'em up game. I wish I could find them. I don't know if they're like they've been ported or not. One of the coolest thing about the Punisher game is that it had some unique enemies that, like, unless you were into Marvel Comics, you wouldn't know who they are. And also, the second player was Nick Fury, who no one at the time knew who Nick Fury was. Like I said, unless you were a comic book person. Oh no, we got a headache. Game over. That's okay. I think we'll be able to get through this. As long as we can beat up the boomerang people. Yeah, you know, non-Samuel Jackson Nick Fury. But, I mean, I guess they needed a second player, and Punisher doesn't really, you know, pair well with most people. But he was very popular at the time. People like the anti-hero. Oh, no, no, no. I see you. Door guys. Aha! I wish the lasers affected you guys. I guess they're anti-turtle lasers. They only affect turtles. Yeah, I'd like. Yeah, I was like, I'll play the new TMNT game eventually, but I need it to go on sale a little bit. I have so many games that I want to buy. Like the Steam sale just happened, so I bought my games. I got some cool things, but we'll see. I had to budget myself a little bit. We might end up playing a few of them. I got some strategy games, some just fun cutesy games. I got Cat Quest 2, so we'll play Cat Quest 2 again eventually. I played Cat Quest, the original game. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What the hell? Anyways, yeah, I played Cat Quest on stream a while ago, so we finally got the sequel. Come here. Come here. No. No. Ow. Okay. We did it. Thank you. I know some references. I know stuff. Stop that. Come on. These stupid dogs. I don't like you. I don't like your laser dog. Stop hitting me. It's so rude, you know? Just going out minding your business and laser dogs get you. Oh my gosh. Those things are so fast. I'm glad there aren't a lot of them. I mean, I don't really need to destroy them. I'm just doing it for my own sake. I guess in points. These guys who cannot shoot forward, their guns are too heavy. 4-foot clan. They're just shooting your toes. They know they know the foot is the most important part, so they shoot it. So many of them. Don't just stop. They just don't stop. I do need to conserve my lives because we got like a boss gauntlet, I believe. Because there's the foot general, or the rock general, and there's Krang and Shredder. Or Shredder and Krang. I forget which order it goes in this game. I think Shredder's the last guy. On the Game Boy game, Krang is the final boss. In the cartoon, Krang doesn't really get up to much, but when he does, he's pretty cool. It's true. They know about the heels. I mean, turtles don't wear shoes, apparently. They wear knee bandanas, but they don't wear shoes. I guess that they probably conceal ninja stuff in all the little, like, on their arms and their legs. Oh my gosh, I hate you. I hate you. I can't get around that. I don't know if I can hit it. It just happens so quickly. Oh, we got our elevator level. Except it's a weird elevator. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's go over here. That was rude. I don't need that now. I'll try to keep the pizza for after our fight. Okay, well, doing all right. I kind of want to take hits, so the pizza's worth a little more to me. You guys just don't stop. So yeah, you can't do the hitting off the edge with these guys because they kind of just walk backwards. Okay, we're good? We're good. Let's go. Look at these guys again. Like I said, I forget their name. I think it's Robbie, but I don't know if it's like Killer Robbies. Because it's a play on Robbie the Robot, who was a sci-fi robot in the 50s and the 60s, who was in like a whole bunch of movies. And Lost in Space. Of course, I'm gonna find out that they're not called Robbies. I'm not just making up stuff. No, lasso. Yeah, I remember he was only in. Oh, these robots were only in one episode. Raphael ends up stabbing one in the head with his sai. It's funny the things you can remember. Like, I haven't watched a cartoon for ever. Leo, what are you doing? There you go. Okay, we got this. We got this. You can defeat generic soldiers. Maybe. Or not. Oh. You're so annoying. Okay. We did it. Oh yeah, this is the rock guy. Oh, he's got a rocket launcher. We got a laser grid thing you can't walk into. Oh, he's just kicked my ass. You have to get into the rhythm, which I'm not doing. There we go. Sorry if I'm quiet. He hit so hard. Ow. I lasered myself and got hit by a rocket at the same time. No. I'm thinking that one of the other games you fight both the rock soldiers at the same time. But I could just be remembering things wrong. But also the Ninja Turtle games kind of look the same. Like they have the same aesthetic. He's not even flashing yet. I think I remember as a kid him having like just taking a ton of damage. There he goes. Come on. Come on. No. You can hit him a whole... Oh, okay, he just died. I think he had a heart attack. I don't think it was me. Oh, we got Krang. We got Krang. He's coming in from Dimension X. It's funny, in the cartoon, like, he has one cool... He's like a few... I think he has like 2 fights. One, he becomes giant, and the one he gets like a little spike, ball and spike thing on his hand. But he's like a little brain guy in a big robot body. But the robot body has like tiny arms, like unproportionate arms. But he's also one of those cartoon villains where it's a thing in cartoons, like villains in that are cool the first time you fight them. They're a threat. They get stuff done, and then I think you get parents and censors being like they're too menacing, they're too dangerous, so they get less cool and they get lamer as they go on. And Krang just generally doesn't fight later on. He just stands around. But like Bebop and Rocksteady, their first appearance when they're mutants, they have like a really good fight with the Turtles. And then later on they're just comedy. It's a sad thing with cartoons. Kick you. You're gonna die eventually, or I'm gonna lose. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. See, the Rock General throws off this whole level. Because I lost a lot of lives on him. I'm pretty sure if it weren't for him, I could defeat these two, like Krang and Shredder, with the lives I'm given. There you go. I'm invincible. Oh, okay. Well, we defeated Krang. Now we got Shredder. Shredder's a badass. 2 Shredders. He's got his patented force lightning. As you know, Shredder is a Sith Lord. He knocked off his hat. You can see his face. You never get to see his face. He's dead. Oh. He's got a laser sword too, so he could be a Jedi or a Sith. Got his force lightning. Yeah, you can't get greedy. You gotta just keep jumping. I kind of want to sit. You kind of want to just stand there and deal out damage because you do a lot more, but you're gonna get hit. We haven't gotten rid of the second clone yet. There we go. I mean, at least that shows that we're doing some damage. Come on. Yeah, haha. Kicked you in the stomach. It's your only weakness. Shredder is buff though. Look at that. Look at that build. No, my. Oh, he turtled me. Rude. He turtled me. I didn't think that would kill me. I blame. I don't know who I blame. The hitboxes are weird though, so it's hard to avoid that. Can you just die, sir? Can you just die, sir? Hey, come on. No! Oh. Cause I just kind of jumped into it. That's rude. It takes away a whole life. No. Game over. Yeah, he's pretty buffed. We'll try one more. Oh, at least we start here. That's nice. Okay, game, you're forgiven a little bit. Except Crane keeps on kicking me in the face. Let's get him out of here. I wasn't having that issue before. Suddenly I'm having praying issues. Like, it's weird. I hit Krang, but Krang also hits me at the same time. Like, as weird that you deal damage and take damage. Because yeah, there's definitely no invincibility frame really there. Or like no stagger. Come on. You can do this. You can do this, Leonardo. If not, the world is doomed. I don't know what Shredder and Krang are up to, but I'm sure. I mean, if all the other Ninja Turtles helped out, that would be handy. Oh, we used up our invincibility missing. So with a Shredder, if I attack the non-helmet off one, maybe he'll die faster. Like, I'm assuming that the clones just respawn and they may not contribute to his actual life. Maybe. Okay, the other 3 turtles, well, actually, we crashed a turtle van, so I think they just died in the car accident. It's unfortunate. Splinter's gonna have to get some more turtles. Oh. Oh no, Krang had a heart attack. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't hit him. Maybe he just had gas. Yeah, you're invincible. I see you. Alright. This time. Actually, we're gonna do a cheat. Oh no. We're gonna cheat because we're emulating. Might as well. We're gonna save a state. Because it won't count officially. It won't count officially, but I want to win the game. If I have to use state. If I don't, you have to use state, it'll be okay. Get more. Oh no. Oh god damn it. Just lost 2 lives right there. I lost. Oh my gosh. Will you stop that? Like suddenly just lost the lives. Okay. So we're gonna concentrate on Helmet Shredder. I mean, he's kicking my butt. No, 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 no. Wow. That's not going well. Nope. Okay. That's the fake one. Oh, he instantly died anyway. I wish I could tell, like, if one had a shadow. No! Oh my gosh. No. Okay. I think it's actual game over now. Yeah, so we're gonna whoop-de-loop. So we didn't officially win this game, but let's see if we can see the ending, because we did play through it. We did all the levels, even though I had to cheat on. Still did the levels. I know you can just skip to the last level, but then you get a different ending. I don't know if we get a full ending using like the Konami code stuff. Stop that. When he like runs back, I'm afraid that's when he's going to do his zappy force lightning, turtle lightning. It's you. I saw which one came out. Maybe it doesn't matter, because the one that helmet fell off was the original. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I'm overthinking video games from 30 years ago. No! So zappy. And the double zap, that is rude. That was rude, sir. Oh my gosh. Got so much life. Nope. Oh, I still got zapped. I was way up there. That doesn't make sense at all. And yeah. One more time. One more time. Not salty at all. But like I said, the planes of existence don't really make sense in this game. Like there, like do I got it? No, that purple sword. Well, he hit me. He hit me. I accept losing a life when I'm, you know, from being hit. Except, you know, not zappy force lightning. Like in there, I literally jumped through the lightning. I don't know. I don't know. Wait, do I have a thing? I felt I was like in a, I got a loop. Don't. Thank you. You actually saved me. I have so much life. I mean, I guess he's the final boss, but still. He's not even blinking yet. No! No! Come here. It's at this point where you're like, is this a scripted battle? Am I not supposed to win? Imagine trying to do this on like 3 lives. My hands are getting tired. Oh! 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 Someone die. One of you guys die. I can't face the right direction. Okay. Yeah, we did it legitimately. Completely 110% legitimately. The Technodrome, it's exploding. It had a heart attack. Wow. Everyone died. Oh, my cursor's on the screen. No. Freak the fools, mangle the Mousers, and total the Technodrome. That's turtle power, but what about the Shredder and Krang? Burn the toast, vaporize the milkshake, or escape to Dimension X. Till we know, none of us can sleep safely in our beds, or shells, or both. We did it. Congratulations. So yeah, I think this is a legitimate ending from doing all the levels. Maybe? TMNT stuff. We'll do the credits. That Shredder fight. Oh, thank you. I tried my best. And I do believe in showing off the credits because a lot of people worked hard on the game, and if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have this game. Look, there's Michelangelo. He wasn't in this game. There's Raphael. We didn't see him either. There's Donatello. He was driving the turtle van that crashed into, the highway barrier. There's Leonardo. He did all the work. Oh, we're just going through. We only have 4 pictures. There's the turtle blimp. That's how turtles get around. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know. In a stream, it's kind of a downer to go all the way and then lose. And, I mean, that happens. But, I mean, who cares? It's a 30-year-old game, right? I'm not going to go boasting on Twitter and be like, I beat TMNT 2, the arcade game for the NES. Completely legitimate. And then people will be like, no, you didn't. You used the Konami code, you used save states. And I'm like, I did that. It's a video game. It's about having fun. Have fun. Ultra. Ultra is Konami's name when they have too many games right now. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, when Nintendo only allowed so many licenses a year for a company, and so Konami made Ultra as their branding for a few games. So yeah, that's why the code is probably different too. The Konami code and the Ultra code. Aw, thank you. Well, let's see. It's 12:30. We beat the game, so we'll probably call it here. Well, I'll find you somewhere. I'll find someone to raid, but I want to thank you. I want to thank our chatters. Thank you, chatter. Thank the lurkers. Gotta love lurkers. Lurkers are love. Thank you to all turtles and pizzas. They're all very good. And to the VOD watchers from the future, I hope the future is bright.